I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna run through some stuff I have on the master channel right now. So let me turn this down. So I got stage 1 on the first channel of the master chain, and I did that just because I just felt like kind of widening the stereo image a little bit. It just kind of felt a little bit mono. So you guys can see this, yeah. So I'm using stage 1 right now to get some more depth, and I just have that sitting on the master. Then up next I have center 1. So I did this to drive the middle signal, because I've never really made dance or techno music before. I make what I make. I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm learning things all the time, and I just find like that when I mix or I work on stuff, I find that the center channel is really weak, and it's usually very spatial. It's usually the side channels have a lot of information, and the center channel is not that strong. So I noticed that when I threw this on the master bus, it drives the song really good. It just brings up the kick and the bass and just kind of gives a priority back towards the center of the mix. So I have that on. I'm using Ozone Exciter, and I'm just using it in multiband right now. And this is a trick that I really don't do that often, to be honest with you, because it's a trick that I feel like goes wrong a lot. But let me just pull up the screen. You guys can see. Yeah, so I'm using this next up on the master bus, and I'm trying it out. I'm using this in mid-side mode, and I'm basically driving up every band as much as I can until I feel comfortable where I feel it's set right, and then I'll back off it a bit. And so I do that with every single band. I solo it, and like if I were to show y'all like in the process, I would do something like this. So I would solo the mid right now, and I would solo, let's say, the low end. And if we just mess with the low end now, oh, I'm on the side right now, hold up. Shit, what value was that before? Let's see, 3. Okay, cool. So check this out. If we were to go here on the mid and go mess with the low end of this, like obviously that's trash, you don't want that. 0's nice, but like 4, you guys can see 4 is, you can start to get distortion. I'm just trying to drive it a little bit, so I found like 2 or 3 on the mid. But see, when the chorus drops, you don't want it to eat up too much of the low end. Like even 1 starts to grab a lot. So on this band, I would usually just do like 0 or 1. I think 1 will be fine for this band. And then I would follow that process through all of it. And you basically get this like really hyper maxed out thing. Guys, and also I'm sharing this with you guys, but like I don't use this that often. Like really, I don't. This is to me when I'm trying to like maximize the fuck out of a song. Because I do find that this exact process I'm explaining to you guys right now, I do find that this is really strong. I feel like it's maybe not even a good idea sometimes, but I'm using it right now. I like it. I like how it sounds. Let's keep it moving. Using Golfos Master, not much, 20%, 10%, really, really light. But man, this plugin just does such a great job at low values to kind of dial things in. So I like to use it. And then I'm using the God Particle. This plugin is crazy good. I kept the input. I'm not using the limiter. EQ'd it a bunch. Added a little bit more to the amount knob. Making sure that the levels are hitting somewhat good. The limiter in this plugin is phenomenal. But I'm not using it because I'm trying out this plugin called Limitless, which is awesome. I'm loving this plugin right now. This is holy shit. Like I'm really loving what this is doing. These are the settings. These settings aren't special, guys. I'm just moving stuff until it sounds good. I like this clipping module here to the right. You can like clip the signal and get a crazy distorted sound and like blend it back in with the non-clipped. And I'm loving it. Like, for example, I'm going to play the record with this off. I'm going to play the chorus. So, sounds good. There's no distortion on it. It sounds great. This is this clipping module I'm trying to show y'all. So let me raise the amount now and check out what it can do. It starts distorting crazy. So now we don't want that signal to be fully distorted. So let's bring down the amount and let's blend it back into taste. And I had it set to 60%. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I think 50% is perfect for this. 50% is definitely super dialed. So just to give you guys an example of like what that looks like and what I'm trying. These are new mastering chains, and I'm just trying out different things that work. So this is kind of where I'm at with this record.